right? Cool. Got it. Awesome. All right, we should be good. All right, let's do this. Hello, folks. How y'all doing? Hope I have good matches today. I hope so, too. We're going to do our best. We're going to do our best to have a good time. How do you hope the stream goes well? I hope so. It should be fine. Just waiting to get into a match. All right. Let's rock and roll, Scooby-Doo. Who do I want to go? We'll random it up. John who? Okay, but I haven't finished this build yet, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Hey Nina, hope you're doing okay. Hey Raven just got Shaolin, cool. You found my writing tips helpful? Thank you, Corsair, appreciate that. New John who? Yeah, I'm still working it out. I haven't even given it a name. I haven't given him or her a gender. It's literally bare bones basics. I just started working on her. Or him. Or whatever. Alright, we got Tiandi, Shaman, Yorm, and Pryor. Okay. Sounds good. Just waiting on that match to start. We got on our team. We've got a Sohei, a Nobu, Wushi, and a Lawbringer. This will be interesting. I love you, Renal. Thank you, LF Productions. Appreciate that. Hey, Y2K. Been a bit since I caught a Raven stream. Currently suffering in the bathroom. I'd hope the stream has been good. Well, we just started, so we'll see if it goes good or not, but we're gonna stay optimistic. And bada boom. Alright, I haven't played John Who in a bit, so I'm a little rusty. Let's try to get back into it. Hey, Raven probably won't be here for long. Okay, Aiden, that's fine. That's fine. And she's gone. Lawbringer scared her. You're crazy if you think I'm falling for that. Bro, Tian D acted as the perfect... wait, Tian D, are you actually emoting? Are you actually emoting, Tian D? Okay, bro. You ran past me to escape. When you started to run away, you noticed I refocused on Shaman, and then you ran to support Shaman. That's, yeah, sure, you can emote for that. That's fine. Emote for that, man. You're good. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Good fight. Yeah, good fight, Frost. Good fight. I'll give you a good fight for that. That was good. I'm going to A to turn it around. He parries everything, good to know. Ah, man. I misread it. Yeah, good fight, man.
You lost zone A.
How does it feel to fight Varangian Guard now? Hard to know. Ever since their nerf, I've run into very few of them. Apparently the Varangian Guard fans have slunk back under their rocks. What are you doing fighting, Shaman? Run! Run already! There you go. Had to convince you to do it, but you ran. Damn. Well, I'm still suffering from the curse, guys. That's what it is. Who is the next hero to get nerfed as hard as a Varangian Guard? I don't know, man. They haven't announced the next nerfs. But I know the Varangian got nerfed pretty hard, and I don't think anyone's complaining other than the Varangian Guard lovers. But what do they know anyway, right? Okay, Tiandi. The last writing was 7 months ago. No one watched it. That was the problem. No one watched my writing rooms. Let me be clear. I would make them if plenty of people watched them. No one watched them. That Tiandi finally bit it. You couldn't run forever. Raven, do you mind if I ask how you've been? You can ask. I've not been good. As far as I can tell, she's still up there. Well, yeah, because her defensive skills are still on point, but she's not as oppressive as she was. Yeah, I haven't been well, guys. There's been a lot of really bad stuff going on, and today more bad stuff was added on to it, I'll be honest. Okay, run away, Shaman. I don't mind. That Shaman does not want to be in a situation where she's up against more than one person. I hope my life gets better soon. The real issue is a lot of people I care about are dying. Good fight, bro. You threw your 4th feet to kill 1 person. Congrats. Hakuna Matata. It's not that simple, man. It's not that simple. A friend of mine is in the hospital, dying, like literally dying, and there's nothing I can do about it. Another friend of mine, a childhood friend, he just lost his father, and he's going through a rough time. His faith is really shaken. Another friend of mine is going through a lot of monumental stress, and she needs all the help she can get, but there's only so much I can do. The channel's future is in jeopardy. My monetary situation is in jeopardy. I can't pay rent this month unless something changes. I've got a lot going on. And then I've also got a lot of friends who I'm trying to support and help, some of who I can't do anything about. So it's not as easy as just Hakuna Matata, put it behind. It's not that simple. Please, I'm being very polite when I say don't trivialize this situation. All right, let's go ahead and do Highlander. Respiratory issues are a real pain. Eric's problem aren't respiratory. Why is the channel in jeopardy? It's not making money like it needs to. A lot of my videos have not gotten the attention or support that it needs to keep the channel going. And since I need to be making money somehow, and we're coming up on summer when school is out and I won't be able to make money through substitute teaching, I have to make money through For Honor, and it just isn't happening. But we're gonna do what we can. It's a lot, okay? I've been dealing with a whole lot. And sometimes it's really hard putting on a smiling face. You know, that's the most difficult part, I think, of being a YouTuber. You are expected to come in and be entertaining. And sometimes that is very difficult. Well, that's the thing about Eric. I got news today that we thought that he would have months, but it looks like he's ready to go. Like he's just wasting away, man. I'm going to try to go in and see him tomorrow.
You capture Zone C.
Good fight. That'll be cool, Extreme. That'll be cool.
captured Zone A. Done my glass. Yet labriotur. Done my glass.
Good fight.
You captured Zone C.
Great move. You could have punished a lot more off of that. Not a lot I could do. The enemy surrounded. Raven's tribal name is Bearheart. No, I get it, but no. Plus, it's frustrating sometimes, the YouTube channel. I'll explain that later. Hold on. Good move. Oh, man. Throwing those dashing lights, it's tricky to deal with. I think I need to just guard break her by instinct, because she's just going to keep going into those dashing lights. Renat, you don't have to put on a brave face, bare your heart, we understand. I know that some of y'all do understand, but I've also been criticized by other people for being too emotional. I've been criticized by other people for letting my emotions show, and I need to work on that. Like just today, I had to quell an argument between me and another person who claimed that I'm an awful person off camera because I've just got an ego and all this other stuff. And I've seen people talk about how my streams aren't entertaining because, you know, like I'm just not always a fun person. So it's like sometimes I let the mask slip. I don't want to be someone that everyone pities. All right, Tiandi, run for your effing life. Thank you for making that very easy for me, Tiandi. Alright, I'm about to get ganked. Deal with that first. Damn. Not a lot I could do there. Hey Roman, I don't have a Discord, so can't recommend it there, but there's a video called Why Christianity Checks Every Box for a Death Cult by Durante Lamar. It's horrendous. Could you respond to it? I'll look it up. I will look it up. Thank you for the 20 R's, Mac 2. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I don't know what R money is, but I appreciate that. Really, that's all. Any donation is always appreciated, man.
The enemy rally. Enemy team is breaking.
C's on hold. I'm gonna go back to A and hold that because we can't afford them to take one of them. They could keep B, but as long as we hold these two, we're fine. I was shamed for carrying my heart on my sleeve, and I lost my mom last year to cancer. But I still hope to see her in heaven one day. But I'm a fan of your channel. You and I can't give money. Look, I don't demand that you guys give money. Like, please don't misunderstand. I'm not saying y'all need to give me money. I would never say that. Any donation is always appreciated, but I will never demand you give money. So just y'all being here, y'all talking with me, it means a lot. Ah, shoot. I better go back to A because if they take it, it's over. I'm gonna sit in A. I'm just gonna sit in A. I'm just gonna sit in A. Here he comes. Up, it's Hatun. Alright, we're gonna try guard breaking you. Good fight, dude. You both just basically clowned on me. Good fight, my butt. Alright, we got C. We got this. We got this. We got this. Hey, my wife hates me gaming. First match was rough. This one is going a lot better. This one's going a lot better. And now I have a way to punish these fools because I've got my 4th feet now. Excuse me a moment.
You captured Zone A.
Wow, the T-on-D's not taking it well. He's definitely not taking it well. $5 from Tech Girl. I'm so sorry that this all happened to you, Raven, and I pray every day that things get better. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. Gotta love when someone's gangster up on your emotes. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Don't forget to leave a like. Yes, please, like the video. I would love that. Would love that, guys. $5 from Mikkel Schoenfeld. All I can afford, unfortunately, just know you deserve the world. Keep going, bro. Thank you, Mikkel. And thank you to all of you who donate. It means the world. It means the world. It really does. I've just been going through a lot, and it is just... It's just something I have to deal with. I'll get through it. I always get through it, guys. I really do. But it's one of these things that... It's not easy. It's not easy. And, you know, the Lord tells us, you know, that we will walk through our valleys. We are not promised a happy life all the time. We're not promised prosperity and success throughout every day of our life. I recognize that. But sometimes the Lord gives us difficult challenges. And this is one of them. What's my opinion on the Imperial Fists? They were awesome during 30K and during the Heresy. Kind of crappy now. But I'll do a video on them in the future. No, you're fine, JJ. I appreciate it, though. Chaos Shuffle is back on DVD? Okay. I probably won't play it all that much. Alright! It's finally time to go Kyoshin. Just hot here. How's it going? I'm doing okay, little coconut. Well, I do a Ghost of Yote stream when it comes out, if I can afford it. $5 from Leodoxis. You got this. Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you. You're all wonderful people. Thank you. How old would any Space Marine be if they saw Kaldor Drago as a neophyte for the Grey Knights? I don't remember how old Kaldor Drago is, so I don't know the answer to that question. I don't remember the exact age. Wonder what a Kyoshin hero is going to be like? An anime character. Let's just be honest. Contemplates if I should give Raven all my money. Dude, no. I tell people, dude, I had a Dead by Daylight stream where people donated a total of $1,000 and some change. Like, one person donated like $200, another donated $500, and another donated $500. I was in tears. I was legit crying my eyes out because of all the donations. It was so kind. But I did have to keep saying, guys, please don't break your bank accounts for me. Please don't spend all your money just on me. I appreciate it. I love it. It's so kind of you. But I don't want you to put yourselves in financial hot water for me. Like, please don't do that. I would not appreciate it. Because then I'd feel bad because you're using all this money on me, and I'm like, please don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Stand fast.
Hold on, I've got a message. Let me read what this says.
No surrender to battle.
Okay, it's not important. What's a Kyoshin's name? Kizuki. That's Kizuki Sadahara. Raven, I made a sister's a battle team warden. She's awesome. Awesome. I've made a sister a battle team Nobushi. I won't be able to. I'll send you love and prayers, Raven. Hey, you know, that's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, let's go, Nobu. Ooh, good kick. Good read. This Nobu's no joke. Oh, wow. I thought that I would counter that. That was so weird. Good kill. Well, Raven, then let's get some fire going on in the room. What is your most despised anime power-up, whether it be Naruto or some other thing? My most despised anime power-up, like the worst power-up I can think of... Oh, shoot. Let me think on that a second. Raven, you are a great content creator. One that has a loyal fan base. Donation and kindness is a given for those who appreciate your content. Yeah, Legion, you are right. You are right. I appreciate it from everyone. I really do. Whoa, $20 from Kai Invictus. My church family's been going through a valley, and me as well. Emphasize deeply, brother. Keep up the fight. God is holding you in his hands from one brother to another. May God's peace reach you and yours. Dude, thank you for the $20, and thank you for the kind words. It means the world right now. Oh, good catch. Whoa, in 1999 from JT Livingston. Here's a donation. You're the only streamer I donate to. You're the best, my dude. God help you, my duder. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Good read. Wow, that Afira styled on me. That was crazy. I love Kizuki's story. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Speaking of anime, this Pirate versus Kyoshi is like a One Piece episode. Kind of is. I get in here to see 3 donations. Absolute wins all around. I know. I have such a great community, guys. Y'all are so awesome. Y'all are so awesome. I almost got sniped. I saw that, man. $5 from Nicholas Carr. This is my second time donating to... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm dealing with a bot. Wait, a bot? Where did the Varingian go?
You captured Zone A.
How did I not parry that? Come on. Damn it. I'm going to A to heal. Okay. Raven, a tip for Kyoshin. Light, then faint, heavy to guard break. Okay. I'll remember that. Yes, that's correct, Warrior. That's correct. So in answer to your earlier question, Brother Lorcath, the anime power-up that I just do not like, just about anything having to do with the, Sharingan. Bot Varangians, man. Thank God for that wall. Well, I'm dead. But I like your Space Marine streams and Lark Rogue Trader streams, and would consider Rogue Traders to be a type of pirate. Not a lot of people watch the Rogue Trader streams for Lark, and the Space Marine streams are fun, but I do need breaks from them every now and then. But yeah, I'm glad that you do like them. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think I hate anything having to do with the Sharingan, and Sharingan has so many like different power-ups and uniqueness. It's like it's very annoying. I'm not a fan of it. Oh man, this is just we just got stomped this match. Let's try that little advice. Oh, it worked. Oh my gosh, that worked so well. That's such a good bit of tip. Man, I appreciate that. That worked really well. The light into heavy, faint guard break. That really worked. I am shocked. I learned something new today. Hold on, I missed a question earlier. What was it? Hey, what's the worst anime trope you've seen? Oh gosh, I think my most hated anime trope has to be the female love interest who's a total jerk, but you know that they're the one that the author wants to make the main person. Oh. Good kill. I wanted to help a little, not much, but I hope it helps. It does help, Mac. It really does. I don't really care for the fact that your typical anime power requires the user to announce it before they fire. I get why it's a trope that's used, but the tactical side of my brain rages at it. For sure, yeah, that is a problem in most anime, but you gotta recognize that that's a big difference between Western and Eastern style of writing. Western is all about the fights and the power and the uniqueness of character. Anime likes to focus on the technique. It's kind of cool though, honestly. There's some things about it that I do like. Had to get away from that. I should have seen that out. I should have seen that coming. Oh well. I gave it my best, which wasn't enough. But we were up against some tough players. Raven says Sharingan is like the Ultra Ranger Space Wolves. Yeah, very much so. So, Raven, since you're a writer, what is your least favorite storyline or plot point? I've never been a fan of love stories that are just love triangles where it's one girl and two guys fighting over her. I've never liked those. Those are very annoying. Those are very irritating. Yeah, I did the best I could, but we were just up against a really good team. No, my biggest issue with anime is everyone is copying them for better or worse. Well, you got to realize anime's popular, so everyone's going to do what's popular. What's yours and Lark's anime you'll never watch again? For me, it was Code Geass. There are a lot of anime we'll never watch again. There are a lot of anime I'll never watch again. Like, they were just so bad, I watched them once and I said, nah, I'll never touch it again. It's hard to narrow it down. Harry, I have a question. Do you think it's possible by some wild twist of fate that For Honor could possibly get a Warhammer 40k crossover or a D&D crossover because popularity? Just a bold take. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying the stars would have to align. I'm not against it. Because, I mean, I've written a story crossing over Warhammer 40k and For Honor and Glory, but the stars would have to align for that to happen. I don't see it happening, unfortunately. I just got Dark Tide, really like it a lot. Yeah, I'm glad you got that. Here in 40k question, if the Emperor Man came back, what would he think of the Empire now? Oh, he'd hate it. He'd hate what it is now. He'd be impressed that they've survived this long and thankful that they've survived it all, but it's a far cry from the dream he held. Right, who's next? Tian D next. Let's go. Guys, we're at 51 viewers, and we've had so many donations. I really appreciate all of y'all. I want y'all to know that. You guys have been phenomenal. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. Could you see the Emperor and Horus as bad leaders? The Emperor wasn't a bad leader. He just made a lot of bad decisions. Horus was a decent leader, but he had a horrible ego. You know what trope I despise? The dense harem protagonist. Oh, you mean the dumb harem? Okay, so you mean, when you say dense harem protagonist, do you mean the main character of the harem, like the main guy? Or do you mean the female who is just the classic dummy? Like, which do you mean, Brother Lord Cath? Because I can understand both. I am not having any good matches tonight. Believe me, I know that. I know that feel. I heard Alice in Wonderland is getting an anime treatment. I'm sure they'll do better than Disney. I think my least favorite anime trope, which I can think of, is the male lead harem anime that really dense and never fights back when the girls unjustly attack him. Yeah. The thing about that is, in harem anime, the main guy has to be kind of dense and bland, because they can't give him too much of a personality, because if they do, then the male audience can't insert themselves into him. Like, because the idea is he's supposed to be self-insert for the male viewer. The male viewer has to see themselves in this guy, and it's a lot easier to see yourself in a blank slate. Oh my god. That Nusha just started light parrying and it got nuts. I think they've got C, I think.
You captured Zone A.
Or not. Maybe not. I'll turn B around at least.
You lost Zone A.
Well, I did what I could, but I think this is also turning into a bad match. Tired of misunderstood demons? Oh, yeah, for sure.
C.
Get that guy off the ballista. Yeah, he's making this very difficult. Our team's putting up a fight, but I haven't gotten a kill, and I've died twice. Why am I so AIDS? Run away, Lawbring. Oh, what the?
You captured Zone A. You lost Zone C.
Got me. Sorry, I was locked in, guys. Sorry. I was locked in. Sorry. What Disney villain defeat was the most satisfying? I don't know. A lot of them were. Really depends on, like, the one you hated the most. I was locked in. These guys are tough. What do I think about OP characters? I don't like that trope. Yeah, as a general rule, I don't like them either, but they have to be written well. Like, All Might's kind of an OP character in his own world, but he's written well.
You captured Zone C.
I was so locked in against that shaman. Oh my god. Oh god, no, I'm fine, Samuel. I was locked in against that shaman. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not like Havoc, who can just yap while he plays, or Wex, who can yap while she plays. I was locked in. I was trying to fight that shaman off, and she's good, so I had to focus. I'm sorry, I'm just concerned. Yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. I already had my talk and sort of pity moment. I'm good. I'm good.
You lost Zone C.
Are there any female villains who you have a crush on? Does Shigo count from Kim Possible? Oh, good catch. Thank you. You really should have gone for the heavy there, Chief. You really should have gone for the heavy there, Chief. You really should have gone for the heavy there, Chief.
You lost Zone A.
That was funny. That was funny. Good read. Okay. Okay. Waiting it out like a good lawbringer should. Good job. Anyway, would you consider Doom a Christian game? Not in the strictest definition. It has Christian elements in it, but I don't think it's preaching the good word. What's my guilty pleasure anime? An anime that you know is trash, but you enjoy anyway? Oh man. What are you saying? Wow. I'll say wow right back, man. You did the same thing to me earlier. I guess Monster Musume is my guilty pleasure anime. Because on the one hand, I know it's cheap, silly, harem anime schlock. I can't help it. I like the designs of the characters. I like the time they take in explaining monster physiology and culture, which I think is cool. It's definitely dumb in a lot of ways. It definitely has a lot of problems. I wouldn't say it's top quality, but it's good. But yeah, those would be the ones I would say.
Victory.
That was good. It was a good fight. That went well. Hey, guilty pleasure anime is High School of the Dead, and not because of the over-the-top fan service. I enjoy the story, what little of it there is. I just don't like zombie stories in general. They're usually very annoying. Raven was in main character mode for this whole match. If I was in main character mode, like, I'd be doing a friendship speech by now. Raven enjoying the update so far? Yeah, it's pretty good. I won't lie, it's pretty good. Alright, let's find a new group. If you could be any hero or villain IRL the rest of your life, who would you choose to be? Like an IRL villain? No, I don't want to be an IRL villain. IRL villains aren't cool. Pirate time! Let's go. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be a real villain. So Raven, what's your favorite zombie movie? I don't have one. Most zombie stories to me are shit. If there are any trope that you don't like about yandere characters, they always been treated like they're really cute and someone want to be in real life. Don't really understand how them. Yeah, I don't understand the appeal of yandere. I really don't. Hey, Raven, what's something you can rant about but isn't long enough to create a lamentation about? Oh, there's lots of things I could rant about that aren't necessarily lamentation worthy. I mean, I've ranted plenty about like I've ranted about My Little Pony. I've ranted about Hell of a Boss. I've ranted about Has-Been Hotel. Oh crap, I didn't know he was coming for me. Hey, what's One Piece villain do you think is the best written? Doflamingo probably is the best written. Doflamingo is probably the best written. He's not my favorite, but he is the best written, I think.
You captured Zone C.
What fictional villain would you rather spend the rest of your life as? Why do I have to be villains? Good read. Ah, the light got me. I guess if I had to spend the rest of my life as a villain, I don't know, because so many villains just get destroyed. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't have a villain mindset. I'm not good at being the villain. I'm not good at being evil. I guess, you know what? Okay, you know what? Vegeta. Because Vegeta was a villain, now he's not, so I'll get a redemption arc. Let's go. Does Lark have a villain side? Yeah. Is there a villain you think had a point or could be a hero? More than a few. Oh, it's Jongjun. Ah, damn it. $20 from Spirit of the Wild. Brother Raven, I pray the Lord's guidance through these rough times for you. This isn't much, but I hope it helps. It is wonderful, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. But yeah, in answer to Aaron's question, Doflamingo definitely had a lot of points. Crocodile had a lot of good points. And as for villains I think could have been heroes, Lucci from One Piece I think could have been a hero had things gone differently. I just think Lucci's sociopathic. Wow, I got styled on. I'm trash. Brave, you could become in one hero from For Honor. Who would you be and why? Lawbringer, because Lawbringer. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, Lawbringer. Raven, what is your favorite DC superhero and villain? My favorite DC superhero is either Batman or Wonder Woman, and my favorite DC villain is Poison Ivy. Probably, or Joker, just because he's so awesome. Lucci's the guy from CP9? Yes, he is. Very good. Man, I'm getting styled on. Really, bro? Really? Really? Chill the F out. Wait, you're one of those 7-0 guys? I fought one of you other clan kids earlier today, and they were just as cringe. Bro. Why are people like that? Oh, hold on. Well, I gotta mute myself 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. My brother called, so I had to talk to him. Sorry about that. Did you or Lark ever want a third brother? Once upon a time when we were kids, Lark wanted a sister. What did your parents say? They just laughed. If you had a sister, what bird would they be? She would be... Honestly, she'd probably be a swallow or a dove if I had to guess. My sister would be a robin. Maybe robin. Robin would be cool. Yeah, robin would be cool. There's no robins in my family, but that'd be cool. And the woman raven idea comes full circle. Both Lark and Hannah thought about it. Well, it's not that oh God, shaman. Okay. It's not that simple, I'm afraid. So, okay, so for those who don't know the story, I assume some of you know the story, but some of you may not. The reason why the whole female raven thing comes into play is two stories. One is me playing Sleeping Beauty when I was in middle school. I was in a play in middle school, and I had to play Sleeping Beauty for the play because the girl who was going to play her was sick with mono or something like that. She was just out of school for a long time. And so as someone who'd memorized the play, I just kind of filled in for her. Hannah heard that story, thought it was hilarious. The other story comes from when we were little kids. I was a little kid, and our grandfather at the time told us a story about you could never kiss your elbow. Never kiss your elbow, because if you kiss your elbow, you'll turn into a girl. And, of course, me and my cousins and brother, we had to test this. Like, it's like, all right, we got to find out if this is true. So my oldest cousin doesn't want to do it because he's the oldest and no one bosses him around or tells him what to do. And my little brother, who is the youngest of us, he's the little one. He's the baby. Nothing bad can happen to him. So it was between me and Sam, who were both about the same age. And so we had I can't remember, I think it was thumb wrestling or arm wrestling. One of the two to decide who had to do it. I lost, so I had to do it. And so Jake and Sam, my cousins, teamed up to bend my face to my elbow. Hurt like hell, by the way. But we finally got it to happen. And nothing happened, obviously. We were very disappointed because we thought something would happen, but we were like, well, you know, Grandpa was probably messing with us again. Grandpa was probably screwing around with us again. You're right, it was arm wrestling tech. But regardless, so we thought that Grandpa was screwing with us. But then, after we were done with our visit to our grandparents, I got sick with the flu. Like, I was so sick. I was throwing up for the first 3 days. It was awful. I couldn't get food down. It was awful. I was really sick. I was in a really bad way. Oh, crap. Got him. Thank you. Anyway, so I got the flu, and I was really sick. I was throwing up a lot. I couldn't hold any food down. I lost a ton of weight. And my hair grew out long because I hadn't gone to see the barber in a long time. So I come down for breakfast one day after the flu's kind of run its course, and I'm wearing a shirt that is now just hanging to my knees because my pajama shirts were always my dad's hand-me-downs, and they were just way too big for me. And I come down and like, hey, Mom, I'm ready for breakfast. And she just looks at me and she goes, oh, my gosh, I thought you were a little girl because that shirt just looks like a dress on you and your hair's grown out so much. Good read. Holy crap. Good move. But, so I freaked out. I panicked because I thought that it had happened. I turned into a chick, and I was so upset. And I just ran to my room. I was crying. I was screaming, it happened. And I was like, what are you talking about? What happened? I said, I kissed my elbow and I turned into a girl. Grandpa was right. She laughs. She calls my dad. He laughs. She has to call Grandpa to confirm it didn't actually happen. You're not really going to turn into a girl. He had to tell me over the phone. It was a joke. It was a joke. It's not real. So I told Hannah that story, and she just thought it was too funny.
You captured Zone A.
So both of those stories combined led to Hannah deciding to draw me as a girl all the time. Thank you! Oh, thank you! Orochi, you absolutely wonderful individual. I'm so thankful for that. Thank you. Thank you for that, bro. I appreciate it. Oh, baby, that was so useful. Crap. But yeah, that's how that happened. Do I believe vegan teacher crossed the line talking ill about the fallen Pope Francis? Corsair, I literally made a video about it. I literally made a video about it. Don't mind me just going to try and kiss my elbow. And thus the Raven lore gets deeper. Oh yeah, I had an embarrassing upbringing. It's funny though. Isn't Claire a girl version of your actual name? Believe it or not, my parents didn't know what gender I would be. They wanted it to be a surprise. And so they didn't try to find out. So they actually had a female name for me picked out. It would be Rebecca. My female name was going to be Rebecca had I been born a girl. But Hannah hates that name. She hates that name for her own reasons. So she said, I refuse to make your female persona Rebecca. I said, okay, what are you going to name it? And she chose Claire because it does sound similar to my name. Oh well. Anyway, Clark, no. Sorry to bother you. Quick question. What color are you using for Queen Calliope? I'm trying to make it accurate and one of your best, and you're the best at it. When I'm done with this match, I'll take a look. Do you have any kid names you'd want to use, Raven? Kid names? Like, if I were to have kids, what I'd name them? If I have a little girl... Well, it's also going to depend on my wife, because if my wife in the future is Asian, as my parents have joked she will be, then I'll probably try to name them something that goes along with the language of my wife. But if they're American, like, I'm probably going to name one after my mother, and maybe one after, and if it's a girl. If it's a boy, I will probably name them after my grandfather.
Zone C.
Nom nom.
captured Zone A.
Good read. Good read.
Enemy team is breaking. The enemy rally.
I've still got Fire Flash, so we're not out of this.
Lost.
Thank you for the $10, Aaron. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me take a look. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I really do. Looks like they're all ganking up in C now. Maybe I can use that to my advantage.
You lost Zone C.
Yay. All right, and we're dead. I put up a fight. Can't deny that. I put up a hell of a fight, and I'm not good with Shaman either, so that's part of it. I have no feminine features either, man. I have no feminine features. When I was a little kid, I did. I had a very high voice. I was a string bean. My hair was wavy enough that if it was long enough, it would fall to my shoulders. So I had some feminine features when I was a little kid. Now I've grown up. I have none. I have absolutely none. All right, let's see how this goes. Raven, imagine a pet shaman? I have. All right, random it. Valkyrie this time. Are we for real? Okay. Your Sun Wukong video helped a lot. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, you asked me a question and I missed it, didn't I? What was it? Let me scroll back up. You asked a question and I missed it. Oh wait, no, you asked me to look at Queen Calliope. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh man, okay. After this match, I will get out and go see Queen Calliope. I am sorry, I forgot. You asked me to see Queen Calliope. How would you like a Tyranid as a pet? No, never. F that, no. Which hero is the gym, bro? Probably Raider. Oh, hey, Dracian. I remember that you made a red dragon Warmong, and I was wondering if you plan to make her the rival of the blue dragon. I'm curious on what you're planning for Zhilong's future. Zhilong's future, I'm still working that out. The Spear of Heaven, Ingrid Manfoot. Yep, you are correct. People always dismiss Valkyrie. She's honestly a pretty good hero. I wouldn't say she's top tier, but she's decent. I'd put her up there with Shaolin, honestly, in terms of pretty balanced without needing a lot of unblockables. Yeah, he was staring at me waiting on those unblockables. Oh, not unblockables, but parries. Alright, then we'll just have to hit him with some raw heavies. Yeah, that boy Griffin is just sitting there waiting for lights to parry them. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna launch some raw heavies at that Griffin. Make him pay for it. Yeah, stare and parry. I hate players who do that. I hate players who just stare at you and parry everything. It's so irritating, and it's just not a good way to play. It's very annoying. John DeLiner, how you doing, brother? Oh crap! Why didn't you throw me, dude? Why didn't you throw me, dude? Kyoshin, just sit in your all guard. Don't do anything. Ah, crap. Alright. Oh, well. But how you doing, John? Come on, bring me back. I'm gonna try to turn B around. That Kyoshin's nothing without a buddy. Okay, maybe he is something. How are the games, homie? Oh, we've had some pretty rough ones tonight, honestly. I think we've only won a handful, but most of them we've lost. It's testament to my rep is too high, and I keep getting put up against really good players. That's the real problem. It's been a rough night. Like, as you can see, we're kind of getting clowned on here, and I've yet to get a kill. But we're trying. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. And this Griffin just... Oof. Oof. That's the way to take down that Griffin right there. That felt good. Yeah, I really play this game at night. All the tough teams come out like vampires. Actually, I've been thinking about doing a day stream. Like when I have a day off from work, I just come in and do a daylight stream. That'd be kind of fun. See how that goes. But yeah, you're right. The toxic and hardcore players come out late at night, man. It is so true. Oh, it's so true. Okay, he's finally figured out that I'm not gonna do a lot of light attacks now. Ooh. Did he think I was gonna sweep the floor? Nice. Day streams are usually really chill. Yeah, I'll have to do more of those. I'll have to do more day streams. I think I have a day off. When's my next day off? Thursday, I think. I think I'll be able to do a day stream Thursday, maybe. But then again, I got another interview Thursday. We got another interview Thursday, so maybe next week. Maybe we'll do next week. Good read. Here, eat this. Thank you. Yeah! Bruh. Bruh, that was beautiful. Just Kyojin's in there. Oh, all guard. Can't get through this. Can't eat this. That felt good. That felt really good. Nice challenge. I was tired of him sitting in that. Just, you cut that out. Yeah, Rosa, parry this, you filthy casual. You gave him the Indiana Jones. Yes, the Indiana Jones treatment. Just that dude who's spinning the scimitar, then boom. Yeah, you're exactly right. No, I accidentally fed revenge. My fault. My fault, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Got him. All right. There we go. Okay, he is dodging on instinct. How do you get revenge off that? That's so cheap. That's so cheap that they can do that. Anyway, should the For Honor devs make it an option where you can send steal the players through Ubisoft Connect? I want to help Raven. That would be cool if they added that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate sometimes how they'll gain access to revenge and then they just hold on to it forever, even though they're not getting ganked anymore. They'll just hold on to it for an indefinite period of time, and I'm like, dude, no, stop it. Good read. Ah, shoot. I can never read where that light's gonna come from. I don't think we'll win this, but I will give it my all. They should have a commendation system, kind of like what Rainbow Six Siege has. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. I could see that, yeah. Oh wow, that was a sudden grab. I did not expect that. Okay. Thank you very much, Lawbro. Thank you very much, Lawbro. John DeLiner's arrival has blessed us with a decent Lawbro. Look at this Kyoshin, bro. There is nothing I can do. This is why I can't stand Kyoshins, guys. They will do this in every gank. They sit in an all guard, won't do anything, try to pressure you with some unblockables, and it's so awful because if you hit them with an external hit, they just suddenly gain access to 2 of their feats and then they'll just destroy you. Nasty ganky, yeah, it was. Raven, now for a very important question. Did you leave any gold bars behind at the end of Dead Monday? No. Who's the worst character in the game right now? I don't think there's any character who's really terrible now. Every character, I think, is viable to some extent. Man, that's a hard call. If you really made me pick the worst character right now, I don't know. I don't know.
The enemy rally.
I can't think of one that's the worst. Which Zelda game are you going to play first? After your endorsement, Ocarina of Time. After your endorsement, I'm gonna try Ocarina of Time. Oh wait, we're losing? How? We were winning. We had him pretty well beat. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Cringe ass Kyoshin. Kyoshin Allguard should be a timing thing. No, I think it should be the only Allguard that costs stamina. That would be what I say, like, because my issue with it is it's an Allguard that provides way too much in Dom. In duels, it's not such a big deal. Because they don't get access to their feats. But in Dominion, if you even tap the Allguard of a Kyoshin, they get access to feat 1 and feat 2, which lets them heal on hit for an insane amount of time. It just makes them unbelievably dangerous. It is really broken, and I want them to get rid of it. The Kyoshin is so cringe to fight in a Dominion, especially when they get into a gank. If they're on their own, they're not too bad, but they just have too easy access to that. And then if they have their third feat, which just they don't even need to crush and counter you, oh no. I just do not like Kyoshin and ganks. Hey Raven, I haven't checked in for a year or two. How's everything been for you, man? Dude, if I'm being honest, it's been kind of rough, especially these last few weeks. A lot of bad stuff's been going on, man. A friend of mine is in the hospital, and he's not going to make it. Another friend of mine just lost his dad, and he's having a spiritual, catastrophe going on. Me, myself, I'm going through some financial trouble, some social trouble, just job trouble. It's been a lot. It's been a lot to deal with. And, yeah, I don't know when I'll finally get over it. I don't know when it'll finally start to go back to normal, but it has been a lot, and it has really impacted my ability to play and just make content. So we're working our way through it. I'm going to work my way through it, but it has been a lot. 4 Kyoshin stack is fun. No, it is not. 4 Kyoshin stack is probably the most ass thing this game could ever produce. Like, 4 Kyoshin stack is so disgustingly gross. Like, I would rather take a 4 stack of Hitakiris than a 4 stack of Kyoshins. Oh my god. Alright, let's go ahead and swap out to Breach. I'm kind of ready to start calming things down and go to a regular Breach match. But John, thanks for dropping in, man. If you're still there, thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. I know that you got a lot going on, but really, and thank you so much for the talk earlier, man. It was great. It was a great time. Raven rant about how the Crusades were valid, and even though they did some stuff that's not okay, but still tell how the Mamluks did way worse. I can't talk about all the stuff the Mamluks did. I could get demonetized for talking about some of that stuff. It's pretty horrendous, but yeah, I would argue that the Crusades were justified. I would argue that the Crusades were necessary. Did the Crusaders always do good things? No. But they were not just an act of Islamophobia or racism or, stuff like that. It was more of a matter of maintaining protection of the West. Oh, you're right, Queen Calabi. I keep forgetting, Dracia. I keep forgetting. You're glad I pulled out. Okay, let's go to Queen Calliope because I don't remember what her color scheme was. What did I give her? Let's see. All right, here we go. Queen Calliope. What'd I give? I used Hunter. Would you get a Reputation 9 level 10? So I used Hunter. And as for material, it should be pretty obvious, but I used gold. All right, back to it. What's your favorite Japanese period movie? I don't know. There have been a few that I liked. Mamlukes did so much bad shit it'll get you demonetized. Yes. I can't mention all the stuff they did. They did some heinous shit. It was absolutely atrocious. What did Horus mean? If I can't have the Imperium failure, Father, I let the sky burn. Come on, Corsair. You don't know that. You don't know what he meant by that. It's if I can't rule the Imperium, I'll destroy it. That's what it means. Come on, man. I know you like asking those kind of questions, but come on. You knew that. You knew that. Nah, you good. I'm just in shock. Nah, I get it. It's horrifying. I did so much research on the Crusades, man. I did so much research, and some of it I still am stunned by. I wonder how the devs are going to end For Honor. Every story has to end some point. I don't know, man. I don't know. We will see. Ah, finally end one. Thank goodness. All right. Random it up. Actually, let's see. Orochi. All right. The heck is a Mameluke? They were a Islamic group back during the Islamic Empire. Can I make a Black Templar, Black Prior? I can try. All right, we're in. Let's go. Slaves who were warriors. Well, they eventually released themselves from slavery. They became like the rulers of the Islamic Empire. Question, will For Honor push into year 10? I think they will. Mamluks beat Mongols? They actually did. No joke. Well, anyway, we're only going to do probably 2 or 3 breach matches tonight, so go ahead and ask your questions, guys, and I will answer them as best as I can. All right, later, Tired Merc. Thanks for dropping in, man. I'm gonna go heal up. Here we go. What weapon does your Yuan T character have? I've given her a shield and sword like Black Prior. I tried to deflect that. Stop doing that, Blackbriar. No, stop doing that, Blackbriar. Stop doing that! Help! They're gonna get the thing! No! My team failed me. I'm gonna answer Shark's question because I think that's an interesting one. Shark's. Hey Raven, what Marines like Garp and Smoker count as villains? Would Marines like Garp and Smoker count as villains? That's an excellent question. Okay, so in One Piece, I know that there's a big debate right now about whether or not Garp is really a good guy or not. I don't want to say anything about that right now. I need to think on that a bit more, but based on what we know, I would say that they're not so much villains as they are antagonists. There's a difference. An antagonist is just someone who works against the protagonist. They're there to catch them. But a villain is a person who wants to do harm to good. They want to do the antithesis of good. Smoker is a good person. Like, I'll give you a great example. When we first meet Smoker and he's waiting and he's talking about how he's going to try to capture Luffy, we see him walking and this little girl bumps into him and she's carrying an ice cream cone. She bumps into him and her cone splatters on his jeans. And he looks down at her and her father freaks out saying, "Oh, Captain Smoker, I'm so sorry. She didn't mean it. Please don't hurt us. It's okay." But instead of hurting her or yelling at her or snapping at her, he leans down, tells her that his pants and that his silly pants ate her ice cream and he gave her money to buy 5 scoops. Smoker is a genuinely good person. He also has a high sense of honor. When Luffy saves him from Crocodile's trap, he decides to honor that by not capturing Luffy right then and there and letting him get away. Luffy has a very high sense of honor and Smoker respects that, but at the same time, Smoker is a Marine, and so Luffy is still a notorious pirate he is sworn to capture. So Smoker I would not say is a villain. I'd say he is definitely a good guy. He's just an antagonist to Luffy. As for Garp, I would say he's an antagonist too, in a lot of ways. Why did Garp want to kill the Admiral who killed Ace? Because he loved Ace. Garp couldn't outright say it, but he loved Ace. He raised Ace. Because you got to remember, Gold Roger asked Garp to look out for Ace. And he grew an attachment to Ace. He hated that Ace became a pirate, and he knew that Ace had to be punished under the law. But when he saw Akainu just brutally murder Ace like that from behind, he wanted to kill him. And so, and he had to be held down. Sengoku had to hold him down and keep him from doing it. And he even said, "Yeah, you keep holding me down like that, because if you let me up, I will kill him." Crap. Damn it. Anyway. Raven, how about Fujitora? Oh, he's awesome. I love Fujitora. He's so cool. Why is it when a man is attracted to a non-human looking monster, he's considered weird, but when a woman is attracted to a non-human looking monster, it's acceptable? What? Name an example of a woman attracted to a non-human looking monster. Because I don't know any good example of that. Do you mean Belle from Beauty and the Beast? I don't know. I don't know. Incoming. Shape of Water. Oh! Shape of... Okay, yeah, alright. You win that round. You win that round. Yeah, Shape of Water was pretty awful. Shape of Water was pretty bad. I will not deny this. Shape of Water was pretty bad. I mean, there's women attracted to a handsome gorilla at the Asian zoo. Look, I think most of us agree that's weird. Prince of Persia skin for Armouche is pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Don't forget about Kobe. I think okay, I'm gonna be honest. One of my favorite filler arcs in all of anime is the G8 arc, or Navarone arc of One Piece, because that arc is so well written and it shows us that the Marines aren't evil people, they're just men with jobs to do. And that's where you meet Commander Jonathan, who's like the most chill Marine ever. Like, he's just so absolute top tier. I'd kill for his mustache, by the way. Like, that effing mustache that he has, dude, I would kill him, man. I would kill a bitch. Okay. Give me that. Is it true that Nico Robin works or knows Luffy's father? Yeah, she's worked for Luffy's dad. She's worked for him. All right, that one went well. Who's my favorite Marine captain? Smoker, probably. Well, he's not a captain anymore, is he? I don't know. Would you like to see Lion, Lehman, or Jagatai kill Fulgrim? I want Jagatai to do it because Jagatai Khan deserves to kill Fulgrim. He's earned it. All right. Let's rock and roll. Da 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 da. How so? Because Jagatai was the one who straight up called out Fulgrim. Because remember, they had a meeting, and Fulgrim goes, "So, Jagatai, I hear you do strange things to your bikes." And Jagatai, without missing a beat, goes, "I've heard you do strange things to your men." And it's like, ooh! Alright, Ocelot's next. I have not gone a night all evening. We're ending on a night, guys. I don't care what we do. We're ending on a night, because we haven't gone a night all evening. We've gone 2 Wulin, we've gone a few Samurai, we've gone a lot of Vikings, we've gone a few of the Outlanders. It's time to do a night, man. Why does Angron want death so badly? Because he's suffering. Go Ruth? I might go Ruth, yeah. We'll see. I might go my new Conqueror. You never know. Lark said he would want to see Lehman straight up decapitate him. I wouldn't mind any of the Primarchs killing him, but Jagatai is my choice for who I want to kill him. Anyway, any other questions or things you want me to talk about? Let's keep going, because this is match number 2, and I think we're only going to have time for 3. What is that Nobushi ornament? That is crazy. Why doesn't Lion give his brother Angron death? It's not that easy. Angron is a Demon Prince Primarch, which means that his body and soul are fused with the warp. Killing him in real space will only send him back to the warp. So, like, the Lion technically killed Angron during the Arcs of Omen, but because Angron's a Demon Prince, it doesn't kill him permanently. He just goes back to the warp for a while. Raven, if you could have any devil fruit, which one would it be and why? Ah! Oh my god! Okay, if I could have any devil fruit. Alright, This is tricky, so I'm gonna have to give 4 answers, okay? 4 answers. One is Paramecia, one is Logia, one is Zoan, and then one is like mythical rare Zoan. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. If I could have any Paramecia fruit, I'm not picking Luffy's because that's cheating. That's just effing cheating. I would want Trafalgar Law's devil fruit, the op fruit, bro. That is such an OP devil fruit. Either that, or I would have Whitebeard's Guronomi, which lets him create earthquakes. That one's busted as hell. So I would choose either of those. If I could pick a Zoan fruit, cat fruit model tiger, cat fruit model tiger. I think that'd be sick. That'd just be such a cool fruit to have, honestly. Okay, Logia fruit. This is hard because there are so many Logia fruit that are good. But if I had to pick, bro, it's gotta be the Rumble fruit, which is the fruit that Inaru had, the lightning fruit. Dude, that fruit is so effing OP. It's almost unbeatable by any other fruit. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. If Inaru ever mastered hockey, he'd be unbeatable. Like, I'll be real. If Inaru ever mastered hockey, he'd be unbeatable. It's just no contest. The only reason Luffy beat him is because Luffy is just a natural opposite to him, and Inaru had never heard of rubber before. So he had no idea how to counter it. There was a way. All he had to do was burn Luffy. That's the thing. He had to roast him with his lightning. That's how he had to beat him. But he didn't. He figured that out too late, unfortunately. And then as for mythical Zoan, I'd probably go with Kaido's fruit. The Phoenix one, yeah. The fish fruit model Ouching, which is the blue dragon, which is pretty busted. If I could make one, it'd be the dragon fruit. Just turn yourself into an effing Western style dragon. But yeah, it's hard to pick because so many devil fruits are so busted as hell. What's a cringe anime villain? Oh god! There are some anime villains that are meant to be cringe. Like Spondum from CP9 is meant to be cringe. He's meant to annoy you. Or Team Rocket, they're meant to be jokes. They're meant to be cringe characters.
And a lovable character.
But if you mean a character, if you mean a villain we're supposed to take seriously, but I just can't. Oh god, who's an anime villain we're supposed to take seriously but we can't? Madara, Uchiha, and Obito. You know what? Pick a other than Itachi Uchiha, pick an Uchiha. They're cringe as hell. God, every one of those Sharingan tards can just go and F themselves. I can't stand them.
Preach.
Just gah! Only person with a Sharingan who deserves it is Kakashi, and he didn't even deserve it. Raven, have you ever read the novel White Fang by Jack London? If you haven't, I'd recommend it. Dude, I've read it like 3 times. It's a great book. Tell me how Lion would run the USA as a president of America, and if he wouldn't be the best president, which Primarch would. He would not be the best president. Lion is not an administrator. He's a warrior and a leader. He would be good at leading war. He'd be a general more than he would be a president. If you want a good president, Robute Gilliman.
He's the guy that knows how to run stuff.
Like, look, I can shit on the blueberries all I want. Robute Gilliman is an absolutely incredible administrator, diplomat, organizer. Like, there's no question. Robute Gilliman is the best at that. You have to spend a week as a random type of demon from fiction. Who do you choose? What do you choose? I have to spend a week as a random demon from fiction? But there are no good, okay, can it be a fiction I created? Because I'll be a succubus from Eden. Because they I can deal with. I'll be a succubus from Eden. Sure, I'd be a chick, but you know what? Hannah'd be fine with that. Because the succubuses, as I've written them, aren't that bad. No, you can't cheat? Oh, god dang it. I don't know, okay? Come on. Are you kidding that didn't kill you? There, you're dead. Stay dead. What's the importance of Lilith in the Bible? Lilith isn't mentioned in the Bible. Lilith is a creation of outside sources. There's no canon to her. Lilith was supposed to be the first wife of Adam, but she was evil. But that's not canon. No, she's not. She was not real, but people like to think she was. You can thank Has-Been Hotel for part of that. F has been. Anyway. It's actually funny that the Sharingan is not even in the top 10 best jutsus in Naruto. I know, but they make it the best! Just learned about the Necrons and that they are the more noob-friendly Warhammer faction, so what do you like? So what are they like lore-wise? The Necrons originally were known as the Necron tier, basically a radiated race of husky people from the galaxy before humanity was even a thing, and they wanted to gain immortality. The old ones, who were basically the old gods of the galaxy, didn't want to give it to them, so that started a war in heaven. The problem was the old ones were masters of the warp and masters of warpcraft and were capable of creating literal races, so the Necrons kind of had no chance against them. So to fight back, the Necrons found these star gods and gave them mechanical bodies, calling them the Catan. And in exchange for giving them these bodies, the Catan said, "Okay, well, we'll give you immortality." Yay! The Catan ripped their souls from them and gave them bodies of metal and machine. They can't reproduce. They're soulless husks, and they're completely obedient to the Catan. It was a trick. Now, some of the more powerful Necron leaders still have their souls and can still think and feel and do shit, and some of them want to go back to being flesh and blood, and are trying to find a way in the current lore to do that. But right now, the Necrons are just trying to wake up because they've been in hibernation for literally tens of thousands of years, since the end of the War of Heaven. So the Necrons right now are kind of a mixed bag. Some Necrons are completely hostile, wicked, and evil, and you need to destroy them. Some Necrons are actually really good. Like, they actually want to help. They want to do good things. Others they just do whatever they want. Range about how awful Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss is? Ooh, I could go on for days about how awful they are.
They're not good.
They're not good.
And dare I say, I personally don't even care for it.
Pretty sure Lilith's been already a thing of outside sources before Has-Been. No, you're right. She's existed well before that, but thanks to Has-Been Hotel, she's only gotten more in the limelight. But yeah, Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss are just shit. They are just shit. They're awful. Everything about them I don't like. Yeah, you don't like them because you're a Christian. I don't have to be a Christian to see bad writing when I see it.
Well, one, you don't have to be a Christian to not like it, but two, it's also like, yes, the thing that takes a lot from my faith and deliberately gets it wrong, I'm probably not going to be as big a fan about that.
Yeah. Raven, what are the Tau? The Tau are a race in 40k, one of the newer races that they've added. Think of them as basically blue fish people. It's kind of weird.
Fish bovine people.
Yeah, kind of something like that. Anyway, the Tau are basically new to the world of Warhammer 40k to a certain extent. They believe in this thing called the greater good, which is an ideology not unlike communism, where we all share and share alike and have this really awesome utopia, and they want all other races to join them and join up in their Tau collective. They have really good technology, a lot of really cool gadgets and gizmos, and honestly, they are one of the only races in all of 40k who does not need to travel by warp travel, which makes them not only mostly immune to chaos corruption, which pisses off the chaos gods, but they're also honestly just all around really good chill dudes who actually seem to have a lot of morality to them. which makes a lot of people in 40K hate them. See, a lot of fans complain that the Tau are just the good guys. They're just the good guys of 40K. They have no moral issues. They're honestly good people. They're the underdogs of the lore because they're outnumbered by everyone else. They're totally shocked by how barbaric everything is. They want to form unities and try to work alongside the Eldar and the humans. They want to try to, create a better future. Yeah, what's not to like about them? The Games Workshop realized suddenly, oh wait, we accidentally made good guys in a world where there aren't supposed to be. Let's give them some problems, and quickly tried to give them a corrupt society and corrupt leadership, which worked a little, but then they created the Farside Enclave, which just kind of created the exact same problem.
Well, at least on a smaller scale.
Yeah, on a smaller scale. So.
Microcosm.
The White Scars are criminally underrated. The problem with the White Scar, you know how people like to say, oh, you don't like the Space Wolves because my Vikings, but yeah, you like the White Scars, they're just my Mongols. My response has always been this. Yeah, here's the difference. The White Scars can only be called my Mongols because we don't have any books or lore to talk about beyond my Mongols. The Wolves, you have how many books and how many games and how many stories about you, and the most you can get is my Wolves, my Vikings. So yeah, don't even talk to me. The only reason we can say my Mongols about the White Scars is because we don't have anything else to call them, but thanks to the lack of lore. The Wolves have a butt ton of lore, and the only thing that it amounts to is my Vikings. I'm more frustrated by has-been and hell of a what games. Lark, didn't you mention there was a Space Wolf game just called Space Wolf?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, find that, Lark. Of course you're interested, Samuel.
Who am I to deny him?
Yeah, let's give him what he wants.
Inner gate destroyed. Kill the commander.
What the F? I just love Space Wolves. I'm teasing you, bro. Chill out. I'm teasing you. What's stopping Slanesh from destroying Yaned and Kegarak?
Kegarak's hiding in the webway and she can't find him. And Yaned is technically like in a comatose like half asleep. Okay, so Warhammer 40,000 Space Wolf survival game. It's got a 5.1 out of 10 on Xbox tablet. Okay, early access ended on 21st of September. In September 2023, it was announced selling the game on Steam with cease in October. It may not even be available anymore.
It might not be available anymore? Oh.
It was a free-to-play squad-based strategy card game. Oh, that's why it didn't do it.
Oh, it's a card game? Oh, shit.
Strategy-based card game, yeah.
Why did Games Workshop call Imperium the most evil faction? I'll tell you why. It's a simple reason. They call the Imperium of Man the most evil faction because anytime something controversial happens in the Warhammer community, it is almost always someone being edgy with their Space Marines or something like that, like making Nazi Space Marines or whatever. And so they quickly have to remind everyone, hey, it's okay. The Imperium Man's evil anyway. And we need to recognize that. We all need to recognize the Imperium Man is automatically evil, and we don't endorse that. Rather than just point at the people doing naughty shit and saying, hey, we don't endorse them, they feel the need to double down and say, we don't endorse our own IP. I guarantee you, if someone decided to make a bunch of Nazi orcs, they do the same thing and say, hey, look, the orcs are evil, and we don't endorse them.
I know, I think they'd still find a way to go, well, hey, listen, the orcs are just like the Imperium. It's weird. It's because in the community, like everyone says, like, oh, Warhammer 40k fascist, and be that not really true. Enough people say it that their PR team at Games Workshop has just throw them under the bus. As soon as they're not paying attention, we'll continue to sell more Ultramarine stuff.
All right, we're playing a knight for the last match. Like I said, we have to get one knight match in tonight.
Oh,
and you know,
knight.
Yeah, we're gonna go Ruth. We're gonna go Ruth as the last one.
Because I'm ruthless.
We're gonna go Ruth for the last one. Anyway, Who's my favorite member of Talassa? I don't have a favorite member. Do you believe GM's Workshop should remove the Eldar from the tabletop and lore for being on the weaker factions? Corsair, I'm going to be real honest, dude. You've asked me this like 3 or 4 times, and I've answered it. No. No. I'll write it in chat so that it sinks in. No. I don't want them to remove the Eldari. I don't want them to remove the Eldari. I don't want them to remove the Eldari. One more time for the people in the back. I don't want them to remove the Eldari. I don't want them to remove anything. Not even the Tau, and I hate the Tau. Keep them. It'll give me a chance to crump them. My point is, keep it. Just improve them. What is this idea of, look, we're weakening this faction's real weak, let's get rid of them. By that logic, For Honor should just get rid of weak characters. Look, this character's really weak, lose it. No, you fix the weak characters, you balance it out. What do you like and don't like about Eldar as a whole? I like the idea that Eldar have their own, like, unique history with Slaanesh. And I like the fact that their own idea of perfection actually came back to bite them, because what the Eldar really are is they're just space elves. It's what they are. You can't deny that. And what's funny about it is elves stereotypically are just these perfect holier than thou art race. Like, oh, we're just so much better than you because we're elves. But now their own hubris created the literal god of perfection. On the talk of has-been related shit, the only decent character in Hellobots are Moxie and Millie. I will take this opinion to the grave. Moxie and Millie. Who's Moxie and Millie? Hold on, let me get to a spot. I'll look them up because I don't know who they are. I don't know who that is.
Moxie and Millie are like the two somewhat normal demons in Hellobots.
Maybe, let me look it up. Oh, I got a picture here. Oh, those two. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're okay. I remember them being kind of interesting. I think it's interesting that they're the only 2 heterosexual couple in the entire universe. I think that's funny. Am I the only one who noticed that? It's not a problem necessarily, but I do find that funny. If only Vizzy would actually focus on them. If only Vizzy would actually focus on anything worthwhile. They're actually bisexual. Of course they are. It's not a big deal, honestly. I think it's funny. I'm just like, oh yeah, they're the only character that I know to be straight, and they're not. Oh. Look, it's not a big deal. I don't care. I just thought that was funny. I thought, oh, I just realized this. No, they're not. Oh. I had an assumption. I was wrong. Vizzy just makes heretic writing. Vizzy's not a good writer. That's the thing. Vizzy's not a good writer. This stream went from really depressing to really fun, and I love it. I'm sorry that it started out depressing. Like I said, I've just been dealing with a lot, but that's why we're streaming. I need to get my mind off things. The problem is, I think Vizzy Pop's a better artist than she is a writer. How do you or Lark fix the Space Wolves and Eldari and Tau? Make the Tau and the Space Wolves less Gary Stu. Make the Eldar lore matter. She made the show when she was she made the story when she was a teenager, and it shows. It also showed she was never gotten better at writing. Oh God! Wait, no, she made the story when she was a teenager and didn't edit it. Bro, you gotta edit your work, man. I mean, well, maybe she did edit it, but it doesn't show. You're right, it definitely shows that she wrote it when she was a teenager. That feels like teenager level writing. Ugh. Look, I wrote stuff when I was a teenager that I will never publish. No! Oh, no, not the outer... Yeah! Boom! I heard about Hell of a Boss coming to Amazon. No, not that too. Please. Da 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 da. Ba-na-na-na-na. One more time on that. Bum 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 ba da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. Ah, fuck! Damn it! Orochi ended the vibe. Anyway, Raven, what is your favorite dragon character in film and media? My favorite dragon character from film and media. I like a lot of different dragon characters. You know what? The Dragon Queen from the Raven Lord lore, definitely. Wait, Raven, what would the Dark Angels and Space Wolves do if they landed in the Hell Has-Been universe and the Hell of Boss universe? They would destroy it!
No. Here's what you do. Just play the Strange Storm song, Purging with My Kin, the Black Templar song. Yep. There. That's what happened. Right there.
Well, I think the Space Wolves would try to outdrink some of the demons first, but the Dark Angels would get to work.
Kill first, drink second. That's their modus operandi.
Depends on who they're drinking with.
Jim?
Rip and tear until it is done. True words, Rosa. True words. But yeah, I would say the Dragon Queen. I mean, Chris Paoloni wrote Aragon when he was 15, but at least he's made an effort to improve his writing. Yeah, he did. I'll give him credit. And Aragon is by far not the worst. The fact that he wrote that when he was 15 is impressive. That is impressive for 15-year-old level writing. But it definitely still shows that he was a teenager. I mean, for 15 years old, it's really good. I'm not going to deny that. What are my thoughts on Lorgar Aurelian? He gets such a bad rep and he doesn't deserve it. Any of y'all excited for Doom the Dark Ages? Could Doom Guy or Master Chief survive 40k? I'm going to be real now. No. Yeah, if you just put them in an Imperial Guard regiment, yeah, they could do okay. But if you put them in, like, Space Marine level fights, no.
Put them in like an Inquisitorial regiment.
Yeah, for sure. Dark Angels Crack's Neck, we'll have this done by lunch. Dude, give the Dark Angels an afternoon and their toys and they will obliterate. Isn't Doom Guy basically too powerful even for 40k standards? I don't think so. I don't know all of Doom Guy's capabilities, but I don't think he'd be a match for a Primarch. The only thing that can beat the Warhammer 40k universe is the Flood from Halo. Yeah, the Flood would actually be very difficult for 40k to deal with. Anyway, anything else you want me to talk about? Because this is the last match, and then I'm going to leave to eat, so... You know your world building is... Hold on. You know your world building is questionable when you focus on queer representation so much that the setting runs the risk of dying off in a generation. Well, the problem is this. If you want to add queer characters to your story, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, per se. But if that's all you cared about when writing the story, you missed the point. Story writing is about creating a plot, not creating representation of any kind. Race, sexual, gender, what have you. It does not matter. When you write a story, you need to focus on the story. The characters and their representation comes second, third, fourth, somewhere down that list, but not first. Because if you're only doing it based on that, you're not going to get anywhere. Could the Helldivers replace the Astra Militarum? No. No, they could not. I could see the Helldivers as a Imperial Guard unit, but I could not see them replacing anything. Have I heard about Primitive War now? Least favorite One Piece villain, mine's Horty Jones from the Fishman Island arc. Your least favorite is Horty Jones from Fishman Island. My least favorite villain from One Piece is... he's a filler. I don't want to use a filler character because that won't count. Condoria. He's also filler. Yeah, it was good filler, but I still can't count it. I can't say Condoriano or the Sickle guy. Man, if I had to pick, it's hard to pick. It's so hard to pick, but if I had to pick, it's either going to be... No, you know what? I'm going to say Gecko Moria or Big Mom. Gecko Moria or Big Mom. Those are the two that I hate. Ever even name one movie or Nicolas Cage saga? Nicolas Cage saga. Raven, what do you think of Foxy from One Piece? I heard a lot of people dislike him. I like Foxy. Foxy's cool, man. He's silly, but he's cool. Is it true Lubu is a traitor? Lubu is famous for backstabbing a lot of people he's worked for, yes. Doflamingo's best villain, in my opinion. I think he's the best written villain. I don't think he's my favorite. Alright, that's going to call it there. It was fun, guys. Thank you for dealing with me. We had some good matches. We had some cringe matches, but, you know, we always do our best. Thanks to John DeLiner for popping in. That was awesome of him. Thanks to all of you who donated. It really meant a lot. It really, really did. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. So we will do another For Honor stream tomorrow. And then to start off next month, Lark may be willing to do a another Oblivion stream. Wouldn't you, Lark?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, indeed. All right. LOL just got in the stream. Hello, Raven. Hey, Nidrim. Sorry, man. We're wrapping it up. You'll have to catch us next time. But anyway, thank you guys so much. See you guys tomorrow. And I should have a new video out for you guys tomorrow. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you in my next one. Take care. Goodbye.